Good morning, MedTubers. Jen here for Montessori Explorers Homeschool, and today we're going to touch a little bit on unexpected jobs. We have quite a bit of those come up throughout our school year. Jobs that we did not intend on creating, that we did not plan on having lessons for, but that have crept into our lives. For example, recently my dad sent us a hummingbird feeder. Now, we're in the Pacific Northwest. We're like smack dab in the middle of Oregon. And it's ridiculously cold. So he sent it and I'm like, oh, that's really cool, but we're not gonna hang it up until the summer. So let's pack it away. No, the kids refuse. They're like, it's cool, we want it up. And I'm like, okay, well guys, like let's hang it up, but let's be realistic, it's winter and there's probably not gonna be a lot of hummingbirds flitting around because it's cold for their poor little wings. So we hung it up. And did a little bit of research and found that there is actually one species of hummingbird that is native to our area and active year-round. So we're gonna put some sugar water in it and see if we can attract some of those little babies. In the meantime, I made a hummingbird watching work. Really, it's a nature watching job. They use it for not just watching the hummingbird feeder because it's up on the hill outside of our house, but it's a good start, right? So we have in our basket, this is a little washing basket from the dollar store. It usually has our window washing work, but because it's pretty cold for water work out in this room that's open to the elements, I'm repurposing it for now. Inside our basket, we have 2 pairs of binoculars because inevitably 2 of them want to do it at the same time. And I only have 3, so it's not really a big deal to have an extra set of binoculars. So 2 sets of binoculars. We have a book to record what we find, draw pictures, write a little story, whatever. Some pencils to facilitate that, pencils and then color pencils for pictures, drawing, coloring, or writing. And then the last thing that I made sure to add was a camera. This is just an old phone that we have sitting around the house. So we picked it up. All of our kids are Apple savvy. So they know how to use this, they know how to turn it on, they know how to pull up the camera, and they can take it with them when they go out to look at the bird feeder. Now, normally if this was just like a nature watching job, it would be in our classroom at a table that faces a window. So that, and all of these things would be out on the table. They wouldn't be in a basket. They'd be out on the table, maybe in little trays or something. And it would be there for them to use. But since our hummingbird feeder is hung, like you have to go up the hill to the back of our yard and over to the neighbor's fence almost. So it has to be something that they can pick up and take with them. But because this is an old phone and it's not something that we really use all the time, and we're about to upgrade it because somebody shattered the screen. Can you see it? It's all shattered. Yeah, somebody shattered the screen. So we're about to update it, which is fine because then it has like a protector on the front of the screen so nobody gets hurt from the shards. But for now, it totally works as a camera that they can take outside. I'm not worried about them dropping it or ruining it in any way, shape, or form because it's on its way out anyway. And when it finally breathes its last technological breath, I will be okay with getting rid of it. And we'll replace it with something else. Maybe a Polaroid camera, except the film is kind of hard to find. Or maybe we'll just buy a cheap, little point and shoot camera that we can replace in the basket. But for now, that works. That's everything that's in the basket. It's not a super lot. It's the 2 binoculars, the book, the pencils, color pencils, regular pencils, and then the phone for the camera. That's it. These are all things that we had lying around the house. I just gathered them up and put them in a basket and made it nice and interesting for them to use. And now they have a hummingbird watching job or a nature watching job. We really have quite a few squirrels and neighborhood cats and things that run around our yard. So for them to be able to sit with the binoculars and look at things outside on our yard is beneficial even by itself without the hummingbird feeder. The hummingbird feeder and the hummingbirds that we will eventually attract, sorry, the neighbor has geese. And they just like waddled down the fence and they caught my eye. They're gigantic and white. They caught my eye. Anyway, so for the kids to have the hummingbirds as an added bonus is nice. A nature watching job is always nice. And it's something to think about for the winter because there still is a lot of activity outside during the winter. And I think we forget about that because it's chilly in a lot of areas. And so being outside for a long period of time to observe something is maybe not something that we think about every day. And we don't do it every day. But it's still beneficial to see what's happening and what's changing out in the world during the winter. So if you have and or after this video make a nature watching job of any kind, please drop a comment below and let us know what you're doing because we would love to see what everyone else is doing and how we can maybe change or better what we have, because that's the whole point, is to come together as a community and share ideas. That's what I would like. I would like everyone to be able to share their ideas because even if you're just beginning, you're gonna have ideas that you're excited about and we wanna know them, we wanna hear them, because just because I might be more experienced doesn't mean that I'm thinking of everything or that I will think of everything. Ideas, awesome, awesome ideas in our preschool classrooms and in our homeschool classrooms come from everywhere. Don't ever feel like because you're a beginner you can't contribute, because you can. Okay, that's a little push for you if you needed it. All right, that's it. Just our nature watching job today. I hope that this video has inspired you a little bit. Like I said, leave a comment below and let us know. Otherwise, subscribe to our channel so that you get notifications when we post new stuff. We'll see you next time.